Hello guys, and welcome to the second video in a series of videos in which I'm talking about creating a Bejeweled-like game in XNA. In this second video I'm going to discuss how to add content to your project, and if you're not sure about what content is, well, as I discussed in the previous video, content is everything that is not coded in your game but that needs to be included to display something, like a texture, like a 3D object, like sound effects or background music, etc, etc. Well, we are creating a Bejeweled-like game. We want a background grid, and we would like some pieces which we can show in that grid. Well, to add some content, the first thing you need is to have the content. So I don't yet have the textures of the different kind of pieces. So let's say we are going to create that in Paint. Very sophisticated indeed. Let's make a format of 50 by 50 pixels. And let's say we take a brush with the orange color and we draw something like a crayon style square. And forgive me, I'm not so good at painting. It's not really crayonish, but who cares, right? And we are going to save it as a BMP file. Grabbing my folder and I'm calling it orange. And do this the same with 5 other colors and circles, triangles, whatever. Just make sure you got 6 different easily distinctible pieces. And once you've done that, you can continue with this video. Well, assuming you've created your 6 pieces, we can go ahead and add them to your content in the using the Solution Explorer. Like I've discussed in the previous video, you have your main solution project, which is this part here, and standard added with that is the Bejeweled O2 content project, and that project is empty. What you need to do is you need to add the files that you want to use in your project into this content project. By doing that, by right pressing and clicking add and existing item. But first we want, or I want to separate images from sound files, so I firstly create a new folder, call that folder images, and in that folder I add an existing item in my main folder, which is called orange, and there it is. The same goes for the other 5 colors, which I'm not going to show you, and I'm just going to skip on. Well, once we've added all the textures into our image file in the content project, we can tell our program what to do with it. And we can start off by doing that by firstly creating a variable in which we can store those textures. And for now I'm going to create an array of a texture 2D which holds all these 6 images. So we're going to write down texture 2D array. I'm going to call it piece textures, and it's a new texture 2D which contains 6 elements. And now we are going to open our load content method, in which we are going to load that content, and we're going to call out piece textures element 0, which is the first element of course, and then we are going to say that we want content to load by doing content.load, defining which type of object we are going to load in it, which is a texture 2D, and then we are going to tell it in which location to find it, and I'm going to type an add to escape probable strings, and it's located in images / and then blue for the first one. And notice that I'm not going to type blue.bmp, but just the name, so blue and end with the quotes, and this would do it. Now we need those other 5 textures, so I'm going to copy it 5 times, changing the elements to 1 through 5, 0 through 5 actually, and of course adding the right names here: green, orange, and so on, blah de blah de blah, red and yellow. What we've done now, that is, we've told the program to load the files in our content project into the piece textures array, and later on when we have a program running, we can go to our draw method and we can tell our draw method to draw a certain texture, for instance piece texture 2 at location x1 y1, and when we do that 64 times we have our nice grid. But that's for our upcoming chapters. I hope you enjoyed watching this. I hope you learned how to add content. If you have any comments, please leave them underneath here, or you can leave my comments at my website. You can also check this tutorial written down at my website with screenshots. I mean, my website is www.davebroncos.nl, which is also typed down here, and I hope I see you around next time. Okay, bye bye.